Hi guys, hope you're well. Coming to you from Autodeutsch, Audi and Volkswagen specialist here in Manchester. So I've got another Tiguan in today, and guess what it's got? It's got the rainwater ingress from the panoramic roof again. Now, I've already done a video on this in my previous video. You can see it further down my list of videos. I showed you how to do the rear drain hoses. I had a couple of people on that video comment saying, great video, how do you do the fronts? So today I've got this in. This needs hoses all round. I'm not going to film doing the rears again, but I'm going to show you how to do the fronts. So this is a 2016 Mark II Tiguan, so it's the 2016 onwards. The job to do the previous gen Tiguan is pretty much the same, except for this one's just a little bit more difficult at the front because the trim's a little bit harder to get off. So I'm going to go inside the car now. I'm going to show you how to do these front panoramic roof trims. Just before I do that though, if you could give us a like, give us a subscribe if this video helps you, because it helps me out a lot too, keeps me making these videos for you. So let's go do it. Right, so first things first, we're going to tackle the hard bits. So we're going to tackle the sun visor and the grab handle. As I've just mentioned, we need some special tools for it. So I'm going to show you how to do them and what we did, okay? So first things first, the sun visor. You've got this part here, and this is the easiest part, okay? Because this is just turn it anti-clockwise, 90 degrees. It's a little bit, you can get a little bit stuck in there, but then it'll eventually come off. So that's the easy part. The next part, unfortunately, they're both hard. So if you had a Mark I Tiguan, which is up to 2015, these were both in place with little Torx 15 screws. You just take the caps off, unscrew the screws, parts off. 2016 onwards, so the newer shape one, these are all now quick clip things. So they click in quick in the factory, so they can just send them down the production line as quick as possible. They're an absolute bugger to get out. Also, unfortunately, you're going to need special tools. Now, this will be the same with the Mark VII Golf as well. This has got the same issue. I'm going to show you the tools we use now, and I'm going to put the part numbers for the tools in the description below, so you can go shopping online and find them. But it's very hard to do this job without them. I would recommend you get them, because you're just going to break stuff. So first things first, we actually fabricated our own for this one. So we got a little set of pliers. Now these are long nose square end pliers, so not the round tip pliers, okay? And what we had to do was get them on a bench grinder and shave down the edges, and also shave down the top, so it was in that profile. It's hard to keep it focused. So it's in that profile, okay? You can get this tool, the actual proper one, on Amazon. Unfortunately, it's about 45 quid, so it's a lot of money. Luckily, we had an old set of pliers knocking around and a bench grinder. If you don't have a bench grinder, you're going to go and have to buy the tool. So that's the profile it needs to be. So it's very thin towards the top and square, okay? Then you've got two tabs, one on each side, front and back. So you have to put it in, just see which way it goes in, and we're turning the headlight on. Right, so it goes in that way. And you're finding the edges of two tabs up there. Sorry if I'm blinding you. And you are squeezing them together, and then that should pop out. Okay, so that side's out. Oh, it's popped back in. This is the other problem. You've got to get them both out, and also stop them from, get to the other one and stop it from clicking, stop the other one from clicking in. So you get that one, that's out, and then there we go. So that's on blind you. So that's it, okay, so that's that one off. You're going to have to leave it hanging there, really, because the connector for it is right up here inside the liner. So we're going to have to leave that there, okay. Next one, the grab handle. The grab handle needs another special tool, unfortunately. So I'm going to switch my head torch back on. So first of all, you've got two covers. Get a little hook tool and pull out the covers. Okay, so that's one. And give me a second. Two. Oops, that went flying. So there is the covers you need to pull out. Okay. Now, this has a totally different clip to this one, so it needs a different tool. And this is the tool here. Quite aggressive looking thing, very spiky on the end. You can see it's got this kink in it, so you can get round the grab handle. Again, this you can get on Amazon. I'll leave the part number of the part below. This is about £18. You can't get this off without one of these. Not without breaking it anyway. So, and torch back on. This needs to go up into the gap up there, and you push, give it a wobble. There we go, till it clicks, and you should be able to pull it down like that. Okay, that's one. Get that up there again. Give it a wobble, and it'll come down. So it goes into it like that, and it basically, so if I pull it out, you'll see the tabs spread back open. It's hard to do this because it's all spring loaded. So what it's doing is compressing those two tabs as you push it up. So that's the grab handle off. And these are the tools you need to do it, these special tools. Again, in the description below, you can get them on Amazon. Okay, now we've got them down, we need to attack the A-pillar trim. So first things first, we're going to just flip this off. You'll have to unplug the connector for the airbag, cut off, and this just pulls out as well, this one. Okay, so that off, and then we can start pulling this off. Right, okay, so we've got the side trims off down here. I've just hung this back up. I just put that little clip back in. So just move that up. I just put that little clip back in there, just so I can hang this up and out of the way. You know, ideally you probably want to do the A-pillar trim first, actually, before you take this off. But we're going to attack the A-pillar trim. So first things first, just get a little trim tool or just a little screwdriver. Get it behind the rubber seal, and just kind of work it in, and you start popping it all the way down. You can hear it popping. Okay, so that's pretty much off. Now what it does, it comes off a little bit, and I took the other one off the other side just to show you. So it's held on at the top with a clip like that, which has got a two-stage clip on it. So it's held in there, it'll pop off and hit this stop here. The reason that's there is because there's a curtain airbag behind here, so in the event of an accident, curtain airbag goes off, the A-pillar trim will come off, but it won't come off all the way and hit the passengers in the face. So it's to secure the trim in place. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a bugger to get off. So what I tend to do is get a screwdriver behind it. We're going to leave this in place. So if you get a torch down there at the top, you can see it. I'm going to get a screwdriver down, and I'm actually going to flick this end of it out of the trim. Okay, so I'm just going to do that now. Get that out, or a bit of a hook tool maybe. There we go, I've got it off. And then that will come off and out the way. Stop blinding it. That'll come off and out the way, and you need to pull it away from the dashboard. So pull it up towards yourself, and it will come out. Okay, and then what we have to do is you need to then go and retrieve this and put it back onto the trim. Okay, so it'll go back on in there like that, and then it'll just clip back on when you're ready to put it back on. Okay, so that's the A-pillar trim off. Pretty much the same is the B-pillar trim. This is very easy to get off, actually. Get it from both sides. So first side, just work it from the bottom, the upper trim you're getting, hear it pop. Do it on both sides. round the back. There we go. Make sure it's loose from the bottom part of the trim, so it'll just pop out the bottom part of the trim as well. And then, once it's like that, it pulls down, pull it down, give it a wobble, and pull it down. There we go. So that's that off as well. And then once you've got all them out the way, obviously we'll take this back off as well. So we'll take that sun visor part back off. Once you've got all that out of the way, you should be able to just get it down enough to get your hand in and get to the hose. Just to show you, you can see the hose here, this brown pipe. So this is what we're getting out. Now what it'll do, it'll pull all the way out, give it a good tug, and look, water's coming out. That's because the drain is blocked, which is the problem with this one. We are going to replace the hose anyway because they are prone to shrinkage. But as you can see, it's a bit of a mess. So I'm not really going to be able to show you because it's tucked right down the back, and I can just about get my hand on it and pull it up. Oh, now, so we're under the bonnet. Why are we under the bonnet, you might ask? So what we need to do is get to that valve from this side as well, from in the plenum chamber. So wiper arms are going to have to come off, and both these trims are going to have to come off because we're doing both sides. So let's get them off. And just as easy as that, it's all off. I'm not going to show you how I did all that because it's just taking wiper arms off and stuff. It's pretty basic stuff. I'm sure there's a million other videos on YouTube that can cover that for you. But let's take this passenger side for instance now. So if we look under here, don't know if we can see, it's a bit tough, but there is, let's see if I can get zoomed in on it a bit for you. There is the bottom of the valve, and you can see it's all clogged up. So what's easiest to do is we're going to get under there now, and we're going to just, it needs to come out into the cabin, so we're going to just get give it a bit of a play. I'm going to do this off camera, so a bit of a play and push it through. Okay, right, so with a little bit of fettling we've got it out. So it does need to come out into the cabin. As you can see, it's got this little lip here. Okay, so it needs to pop out into the cabin. That shoulder won't fit through the hole and into the engine bay. So work that out, pull it out in the cabin. New one has to go back in the cabin, and then you have to kind of come back into the engine bay and play with it until you get that lip back in place. As we can see, the problem is it's got a little valve on it, this little orange door on it, and this door doesn't let all the silt pass. So you can see it's completely clogged up in there. That is what's causing all the water to come back, and yeah, we're going to replace it with the new one, and here is the new one. So you can see the new one is exactly the same. All they've done is not put the little orange valve on. Okay, now technically you could just rip that off, give it a clean up and put that back in, because there's nothing really wrong with that. But as we're doing the job properly, we've already ordered the parts, we're going to put all the new ones in. You can see the part number. That's not the part number, is it? I'll put the part number in the description below. So we're going to put the new valve in there on that side, and then we've got to do that side, which is just a tiny bit more fiddly because the wiper motor's in the way. So we're going to get both of them in and build the thing back up. Right, so now we're at getting this out, which is very easy now. I'm just going to reach up, it's on a couple of clips, just very gently pull that down a bit, get up and just pull it off the edge of the pan roof. and feed it out. And there we go. There we go. So that's it. Here's the new one, and same end, a lot longer, so we have to cut it to size because it's the same part number they supply you with the front and the rear, so it's just one long tube that you have to cut to size yourself. So we're going to cut that down to size, put the new valve in, feed the new tube, sit it down into the valve, make sure it's really nice and all the way in and secure into the shoulder of the valve, and job's good. Then you just got to build it back up. Just a quick tip before we put it in. So once you've run the new pipe and connected it to the pan roof, put the valve on the end of the pipe, and then you can use the pipe to help feed it through. Now if you look down in the bonnet, I can't really see with all this reflection, but that's going to go down there, and we're going to feed it through until we get it in the hole, and then we're going to pull it through from the engine end. And once we've done that, then going to build it all back up, and that's it. Job's a good one. So that's it. Hoses are changed. We're now going to button up all the trims, put it all back together. Goes together very quickly because of all the little quick clip sun visors and grab handles. Goes together fantastic. It's just an absolute pain to get off. So that's it, all sorted. And again, if this has been helpful to you, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.